Hello, my chismosas. I hope y'all are having a great day today. We're going to get started. I'm so backed up on videos, cake videos for TikTok, Instagram. I have not been myself lately, so I'm just barely editing videos and doing all this great stuff. So, anywho, I'm going to be making this a 9-inch cake, and it is going to be vanilla with some berry mix filling, which is an all-time favorite for everyone. So this cake is a Super Mario cake. I did go ahead and make it a 9-inch, 3-layered cake. And as you see here, I am crumb coating with buttercream, but in the middle, I did go ahead and add that whipped cream in order to put the filling inside of there and so it could mix well. After this, I'm just going in with my spatula and just flattening that all up and stuff like that. And then I go ahead and put the second layer of the cake. This is 3 layers just because I wanted to add double filling, and of course that way people could take advantage of the extra pieces and get more for their buck. You can always, if you know that the kids are not going to eat the whole piece, just go ahead and cut it the long way and then cut it in half, because let's face it, sometimes the kids will not eat the whole cake. They'll just eat the icing or whatever, just a little bit, and then they'll leave the whole bread there. Sometimes it's not what it is with my cakes, but I don't mean to brag. But yeah, so the water, everybody always asks me, the water that I am throwing on the cake, it is not water by itself. It is simple syrup. So you do one ratio sugar and 1 ratio water and boil that up and just wait until it all, dilutes and you're good to go. It's basically ready. I do this because sometimes the cakes do sit in the fridge for a day or so. The cake is already moist, but I do like to add that extra moistness to it. That way people just take advantage of my cakes and really get that awesome flavored, awesome taste, basically. Whatever. I don't know how to say it, but believe me, it adds more to your cake. Sometimes I do go ahead and just freeze the cakes as soon as they're out of the oven, and of course let them chill, wrap them up, and then freeze them up, and that attracts all the moistness. So that's always a good thing to do. I just sometimes like to add the extraness because I'm extra as fuck, but in reality you don't need that much. But yeah, so I did go ahead and crumb coat this with buttercream just to add some more stability since it was going to be a tall cake. So I did go ahead and do that. And here I am just going in and finish crumb coating it and scraping and covering all that good stuff. But other than that, that is basically it with the crumb coat. And then I'm going to move on and start decorating it. So of course, let it chill for a little bit and then go ahead and start decorating it after. And I don't know what it is about my videos. They always I'm looking at it right now, and it always just looks like my cakes are crooked, and they're really not. I just don't know what the heck is happening with this angle. So I gotta find a better angle for y'all, but either way. So right here, it's already chilled and everything. My filling was coming out a little bit, so I did go ahead and add some more buttercream around that area to, lock it in and stuff like that, so it doesn't come out from the side of the cake. After that, I'm going in with my whipped cream because this was a whipped cream cake. I'm going in with this whipped cream, and it is going to be an ombre effect of green and blue on top. Sky blue to be exact on top. And I'm just going in and putting this around the cake like this, and then I go ahead and throw some on top. There are many ways that you can go ahead and crumb coat or add that final layer. Sometimes I use the bags and sometimes I just don't. It just depends how I'm feeling too. But for the most part, using your piping bag is always the best method. That way you don't overdo it. Don't put too much buttercream or whipped cream, whichever one you're working with. It gives you some type of balance is what I'm trying to say, on the cake, you know, like, so you don't, like I said, overdo it and put too much. So yeah, that's basically one of the ways that I love to do it. But other than that, I'll go ahead with my spatula and just like I'm doing here, just spread it all around the cake. But anyways, here we go. After I'm done adding the color from top to bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the cake. And I didn't like the way these colors were coming out. I thought they were way too light, in my opinion. And the picture that I was sent, it wasn't it, you know. So I did go back, as you can see, with this darker color. And I went ahead and added this and the green part as well. And then after that, I was kind of like, I didn't want it to look too babyish, I want to say, because I felt like it looked like a baby cake. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to just do like some really light pigmented color, like light colors. I wanted them to be more pigmented, and I think I got what I wanted. In reality, I like the second option better. I just felt like the cake was losing itself way too much. So that's why I went ahead and just did it this way. And as you can see, I'm just going ahead and scraping it. And of course, they did mix in a little bit, but at least I was more happy with the fact that you could see the colors more. You know, it was a little more darker then. So I was just very happy with that. But yeah, and so after this, I'm going to go ahead and just start putting all my decorations, all the little decor that was on the cake. So like I said, it was a Super Mario's cake. So what I did was I did give this person a discount, family. I try to work with anybody though in giving them discounts as long as I go ahead and use non-edible images. So non-edible images are less cost. It goes both ways, you know. Edible images for 1.5 sheets, I kid y'all not, I paid like $20 for it. It just depends too where I get it from, but for the most part, because they add that extra like editing fee sometimes and stuff like that, so it just depends where I go, that it'll be more or less. But yeah, y'all get the picture. So I did go ahead and use non-edible images. So what I usually do when it's non-edible images is kind of like cardstock, or what I do is I go ahead and order some printed images like from Walgreens or something like that. I do have a printer as well that I can print like, you know, pictures on, and that is what I will do. So I just grab that sheet, and then that's basically it. And I kind of measure out how I want it and stuff. But for the most part, that's what I do. And I just cut them out and just place them on the cake. It does no damage to the cake, and it doesn't affect the cake in any way. And I like that about it. You know, it's like cardstock. But yeah, right here, I didn't have my grass tips, so I just went ahead and I started adding this little, you know, grass around with this tip, as is kind of like a floral tip, but it worked out pretty well. And as you can see right here, I'm just showing you the images, and I did go ahead and pop them out a little bit. So I put in this little foam thing in between, and I'm just giving it some more of a look. So that's what I did with the stars, and then I'm adding some clouds and all the characters that I wanted on the cake. And that's basically it, guys. That's all I really did to this cake. After that, I did go ahead and print out like the image with the like Super Mario letters and stuff. I used an editing app for that, and I just put a font website for that. I just search up the font, and then it'll give it to me, and that's the other thing that I printed out. And I think it came out pretty cute. I'll leave that to y'all. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I do have so many videos that I need to post already, and I've just been stalling, but they're coming. They're coming. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And yeah, bye, guys.